welcome back. Thank you for popping by. So today I'm going to go through some subscriptions that I've had recently. Firstly, apologies for my nails. I have been washing up and things all morning and I just haven't had time to update them, so sorry for all the chip nail varnish. I know it's really gross, so ignore the nails and look at the pretty things. So I'm gonna go through a few subscriptions that I've had come in for July and August. Two are from the UK and the one is the sterling ink. So what I wanted to do is I kind of wanted to have a look at all three, because they're not in any way kind of sold as being the same. They're just shops, different bundles and subscriptions, but to me they're very similar. And it's the kind of thing, because like the florals and everything, it's really beautiful. They've all kind of got that aesthetic. I would only really have one of the three if I were to choose. It's not something that I'd use all three of, if that makes sense, but I just wanted to see, to start with, how I'd feel about each one. So I'm going to kind of give you an overview of how much they've cost, what you get in them, and just my opinions on them, and show you how I've only used the one so far, but in future videos obviously you will get to see how I use the others. So let's get into it and have a look. So I'm going to start with the sterling ink because that is the one that I've already used. The reason this has already been used is this was a July kit and this came in first. I was a bit too slow to get the ones for the other shops. I think actually the one which is Harriet Wright, I'm not sure there was a July bundle. I think it might be something she knew she started. I could be completely wrong there. I could be completely kind of missing out on that. I'm not entirely sure. So let's just have a look at this one first. So let me pull out the bits and pieces. So we'll pop that out. So yeah, I've used some of this kit. If you've seen my plan with me's already, you will see the bits I've used. So to start with this one, you get this this month vellum. So they're B6 size, because obviously the majority of the sterling ink, I think the sterling ink commonplace planner, I think you can only get it in a B6. So obviously they're sized specifically with that in mind, because it's their planner. So you get the July page. So this was a separate page, which is beautiful, and I do really like that actually. So I've used that, and then it came also with some vellum. So let me pull this out. Apologies for the noise. I know that's probably something you all love or hate. So it came with this vellum as well. I've used half of the sheet here, well, a little bit more than half because they're A4 sheets. So I used this cut down to the B6 to kind of match this one. I think that's nice. This is what's left, and there were a couple of extra trimmings as well, and as you can see I've ripped because I've torn a little bit off to use. So that's the one sheet of vellum, and then it also came with this one as well. So there were two sheets of vellum. So they're very similar. This one's got more of a background pattern as well as the fruits and the flowers that are on there. So that's the difference, those two. It's really kind of the proper thick, it's not thin vellum at all. It's really lovely quality, so that's lovely. So appreciated that with that. That's really pretty. Let's put it over here, put it underneath. That goes. And then it came with all of this as well. Now, they were in different little envelopes. And there was a smaller envelope and then a bigger one with these in. So let me just shift my storage out the way. So, bit of a mishmash, basically because, like I said, you've seen I've used quite a few bits and pieces. So, in the really tiny envelope that came with it, you got these little bits. So, let me show you these. So, it came with the small July sticker as well. Now, the sterling ink one, I will say, this paper is super thin. It's proper washi paper. It's backed on kind of clear, which you'll see in a minute where I've used some of the kit. And let me just show you, see if you can kind of see how thin that is. That is super thin, which is really nice. When you put it down on the paper, it's almost like there's nothing on there. It's yeah, fabulous. So there's a small July calendar. Then there were some more July stickers, so you could literally use this all the way through, from the start all the way through July. There's definitely more than enough here to do a whole month, or in various planners. Then you get some tabs as well, so you can tab your months, and there's 4 there. So then you get a card as well with all the information. So if you do want the information for Sterling Ink, if you did want to order, that's all the info there. If you want to screenshot or have a closer look there. And this is a lovely card. The texture on it's beautiful, and this gives you kind of like a snapshot of what the kit is for that month, the sub for that month. So you could keep these and collect them, so you can see what you had in each month if you wanted to. And then there is 2 months worth of date dots, and these are tiny, and again crazy super thin. But as well as that, you get a full month. You can see here the ones I've used, I've taken off, and you can see that it is this clear paper on the back. Again, they're super thin. So yeah, so these are all the actual dates through July. So you'll see in another kit in a minute the days on there, and that's great. I really like that. So it kind of like said Monday, July the 3rd, and blah blah and so on. I think it's for August, but you get the idea of what I mean. I like having the day and the date, but also with this, thinking about it, if it wasn't something that you wanted to use straight away, obviously these aren't I don't have days, so you can use them any year. And then you get 5 weeks worth of day covers. Now these are beautiful. This cursive script to me though is just a little bit difficult on my eyes, just because I haven't got the clearest of eyesight. So I do struggle a bit with these. I've used a couple of them, but I don't know. I prefer more of a block, but it is beautiful. Really lovely. And then then you get a ton of stickers. So there were these ones, and some of them are foiled as well. This is a foiled sheet. Let me move it around, see if you can see the silver foil on this. Some are foiled, some aren't. Again, you can see where I've used them. And again, I've used a lot of this one. It's another deco, but you do get a couple of these. That's pretty much the same as the other one that I just showed you, to be honest. And there was the little one, and this one. I mean, you do get so much. That one. I mean, some of these I haven't even touched, and I've used absolutely loads as well. And then you get like 4 kind of more box type ones, which are just beautiful. Definitely want this in my garden. Oops. Bits are stuck. And there was this one as well. Have I got it that way up? So there's that one, and then there was this one. So in this bottom left hand corner of this one, as you can see the big space, there was another box sticker there, which you'll see in a minute because I'll show it in my book. So that's everything you got, and I think it is amazing. So Sterling Ink, I think they're based, now I know I'm going to get it wrong, they're either Canada or America. I've got a feeling they're actually, I'm not sure. I'll put the link down below. I don't want to commit to either, because I know if I say it's America, it'll be Canada and I'll get it wrong. However, I think it's America. Is it America? Oh no. Those of you that are a Sterling Ink fan, you'll kind of know anyway. So that's what you get, all of that in the kit. The kit cost with ship, because I had it shipped direct to me. So with the conversion, with the tax and the shipping to the UK, it cost me around £47 something. and it came perfectly in time before the start of July for me to set it up. The shipping was really quick. There were no problems at all, communication all the way through. So yeah, I'm really impressed with that and how quickly it came. The quality is phenomenal. The print quality is phenomenal, and I think for the cost for what you get, considering we're shipping it to the UK as well, it's amazing. Would I use it again? If there was one that I saw in a sneak that I particularly absolutely loved, yes. It's not a sub that I'd get as a continual kind of every month, because I think it is very samey. Yes, the design changes, but obviously that floral, and I mean, obviously a lot of people probably absolutely love that and kind of want to continue that through. For me, it's a bit too samey because I like to mix things up, but to give it a go, and I do love how this looks. I'm really pleased with it. So I would buy it again, but I wouldn't sub to it permanently, if that kind of makes sense. It would be that I would look at, obviously, look at what the artwork is going to be and decide if it's something I really like. I mean, coming towards the autumn, the October kit, maybe I will have a look at that one and see what it's like, and I'll possibly maybe tempted, but that's just because that's kind of just more my thing. You know, I love a bit my kind of autumn look. So how I've used it, so I set up the initial pages, as you can see, and then I did a gratitude and a waiting for list of orders. So I used the large sticker down here, and it is absolutely beautiful. So it's this lovely shed, and it's on an easel and painting, so really pretty. And then some deco around here and in the middle, and as you can see, this is a Stalogy. It's my B6 Stalogy. So as you can see the pages, you're probably aware of what the Stalogy paper is like, but you can see the shadow there. It gives you an indication of, you know, how thin this paper is, if you're not aware. So you can see these stickers are super thin, so they don't add quite as much bulk, you know, as more traditional sticker paper does. So then I've got interesting words, just words that I come across. I like to kind of list them. I have got one I saw the other day. It's one of these phobia ones, and it's a phobia of being without coffee. I can't remember what the word was, but yeah, I need to add that in. So yeah, so more deco here, and on my symptom tracker as well. And you can see that is a thicker page because I've stuck some paper in. Then I set up a week. So I used the days. Again, I don't know. I just struggle on my eye just with how cursive these are to actually read them. But they are beautiful. They do look super pretty. As you can see here, I used the dates. Quite a bit of deco again. And then I set up this week as well. So I used this to do in this, which you may have seen this layout that I've used, and I've used quite a bit of deco here. I did put the days in, and then I took them out because, again, I was just struggling. So these are actually little blue papery day covers, but I used the dates. So yeah, so that's as much as I've used. So to this week, that's as much as I've used of the sterling ink. Do love it. It is beautiful. I would recommend giving it a go if you haven't bought one. Like I say, I do think it's really reasonable for what you get. You get a lot. You do get a lot for your money, considering, you know, the shipping and the tax and everything else from overseas. So yeah, definitely would recommend. So now let's have a look. Let me just put these out of the way. I'm going to drop my sterling ink bits everywhere. And let's have a look at some UK offerings that have a similar vibe. Okay. So, as I mentioned earlier, one of the ones I'm going to look at is Harriet Wright. So this is a different kind of thing. So this was sold as an August bundle. Now, I don't think this is on subscription. I don't know if it's something new that she's doing. Again, you'd have to go and have a look at that. But I was just really tempted because I just thought, gosh, that would be just so nice. She got a brilliant offer on it as well. Sorry, excuse me, I just need to take a sip. She got a really good offer on it at the time. So Normally on her shop this is showing that it will be $49.99, so that's £50 now. I know Harriet Wright is one of the more pricier shops, UK shops. Her stuff is beautiful, it is amazing. I have no issues with that. You know, there's a lot of work put into it as well. I think £50 is a lot of money for this bundle. I paid $29.99. Now I think that is much more on a par with what I would pay. I have seen it go up because she's had various sales and things on there, so I have seen it go up while it's been on sale. I don't know if you can get this one or whether it's moved to September now. I did see it go as high as 35, but it was on offer at $29.99. I don't know if at any point these bundles will go to $49.99. I don't know, we'd have to see. Harriet Wright, they do have offers and things on quite a lot, so always worth having a look. It is gorgeous. So it came like this is how it was wrapped. There was also a piece of like kind of stretchy material around here as well, wrapped round. I took that off just because I couldn't get it back on basically after I'd had a look. But so to start with, there's this gorgeous seal, and that is really pretty. So again, this can be used. It does come off quite well. I'm not going to mess with that right now. And then the envelope is a lovely thick vellum envelope. So what do we get in this one? So first off, there's this one. I think this is just more of a freebie. Although it does kind of match. So there's some black and white deco and some icons, which is really lovely. I really like the knife and fork on this one. It's a bit different to what you normally see. So there's that. And then we kind of get into the theme. So you do get a lot for your money, to be fair. But yeah, this does work out. Like I say, I paid $29.99. I think it was $3.95 postage, I want to say. So it's a little bit less than sterling ink, but technically I think the full price should be more. But we'll see. So these are all separate Augusts. So there's 3 Augusts. There's 1 August full calendar, and then there are Monday to Sunday strips there as well. And I presume that is for calendars that are on a page. You can just add that to bring in the text. So that's that one. And then very similar to sterling ink, this is why I kind of look at like as comparison, because you've got this kind of same concept. So this is all the dates for August, but you do have the days on this. I do much prefer this script. I do like that the days are there, but that is then going to limit you to having to use it this year, obviously. But you know, that's fine with me. And what I also like is you've got special dates here. So like you've literally got the 28th is bank holiday. I think that is a really nice touch. And then you've got some other scripts here. So you've got like birthdays this month, important goals to do, priorities, loving, watching, reading, favourites, highlights, and next month. So that's really lovely. And then some deco at the bottom. As you can see, that is the theme for the August deco. You've then got this sheet of date dots, so 1 month's worth of date dots and lots of kind of header strips or thin functional boxes, however you want to use it, and some small boxes. And then you've got these lists of little arrows. I think, yeah, they are strips, and some more deco. Now, just to compare, to show you, so this is very similar to the sterling ink paper in as much as the stickers are very similar. They're very, very thin washi stickers. The back paper is different, so this is more of well, it's not clear, but that makes no difference. The quality of the actual sticker is just the same, and the thinness is just the same. You can see it there. So again, these aren't going to bulk up your books at all. So there's that one. Then there's this beautiful sheet of, I think these are washi strips. They are indeed. So these are cross washi strips. Nearly tripped over my words there. Definitely washi strips. And again, you can see the whole deco there for the theme. Again, the printing and the quality on these is, you know, top notch. It's beautiful. So pretty. Really gorgeous. Very much more my kind of colours. I love that bit of pink in there. And the white flowers as well with that green. I just think these are proper beautiful. And there's some more deco. Well, it's all deco, isn't it, really? So some more specific deco florals. And then some more. And you just imagine the amount of spreads that these will do. Just fabulous. So to me, this is like a giant journaling kit. And I just love that these will fit in everything that I use. So some more florals, but we've also got a window there, window box, and that's really sweet, black and white. And then the bike at the bottom with the flower basket. Then some more bigger pieces of the florals. Some more. And then some kind of like stamps and a corner one at the bottom. These are really cute. These strips. I always struggle to get washi sticker off. Yeah, so they're actually long strips. You could use them, but obviously you could cut them. And they've got kind of like the film edging. And then you've got these as well, like kind of little post. They're really sweet. And then you've got a bit more of the flowers themselves and a couple of larger scenes, which are just beautiful. And some more scenes. I love that you've got the mix of this number of scenes and flowers on here. And some more. And then finally, this sheet. So as you can see, there is so much in this bundle. So you're getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 sheets of kind of decorative. And you've got your sheet with your date dots, which are very functional, and your dates, and the month as well. So you get a lot. The paper is amazing. It is beautiful. It is really soft. I think I might even prefer the feel of this over the sterling ink paper wise. It does feel very lovely. They're beautiful. I cannot fault it in any way. My only thing would be the difference in cost. I mean, if this was £30 each month, I would buy this probably on the regular, even though again quite samey, but then because you've got the scenes, I think that adds something a little bit more different. At 50 I think I might struggle a little bit, so if it does go to the full kind of like, because that's 50 plus like £3.95, I think it is postage as well, so I think I might struggle a bit to pay that on the regular, but definitely if I'd see this and come across it at the lower price, then I would definitely buy it. And I'd love to buy this continually, but I do think 50 is just a little bit out of my price range. I'm not saying it's not worth it. You get a lot here, and like I say, the paper and the artwork in it is gorgeous, but I just don't know if that is a little bit too much just for me to pay in that sense. But like I say, for what I paid this time, I'm absolutely chuffed with it, and I will be using, you will see me using this. So that's the Harriet Wright bundle. And then I've also got the August subscription for Kolorcafe. Now this one I've been waiting for this to come in. Really excited to kind of have a look at this and see what this is going to be like. I tried to get hold of last month, so I was ever so slightly too late and I missed out, and she had sold them all. So this one is, it came in yesterday, and yeah, I'm absolutely in love with this. It is beautiful. I expected it to be amazing, and I'm not in the slightest bit disappointed in any way. Now this was £22, so it's the cheapest of the three, but you get just as much for your money. She's UK based, it's via Etsy. I don't think she's got her own site, and you can actually sign up for multiples, or you can buy them as a one-off. Okay, so this is the August one. No, it isn't. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. So this is for August. And the latest one that's out, the next kind of, because again she puts a sneak of the artwork, so the next one is a bit more beachy. So I haven't bought that one just because, like as I mentioned before, that's not my vibe, but I am so excited to see kind of what the autumnal kind of ones will look at like. So with this one, I'm just trying to think if there was postage as well. Let me check that, because obviously I want to give you the right amount. Oh gosh, I don't know if you can see that. So yeah, this is my my receipt. So this was a monthly planner subscription for 1 month, £22 and free delivery. So with regards to, you just can't beat that, can you? So let me show you what you get. So I wasn't expecting this. I did read what was there, because you know I always do, but you know it's easy to forget. So with this one, there's one sheet of vellum. Again, this is really lovely quality, lovely and thick, and the artwork that's on there. So I like that this is kind of a bit different to the other two again, so it's not going to be like, you know, this is not going to be a clash with what we've already got. And also this piece of acetate. Now let me put it down so you can see it a bit better. I don't have a white sheet of paper to hand, or do I? Okay, I've got this. Let's put it against that. There you go, that's better, isn't it? So this is an absolutely beautiful piece of acetate with the black and white, well, black and clear I guess, and then the green as well. Again, this is lovely. It's slightly textured on the one side, which I absolutely love. So this side, which is kind of, I guess, where it's been printed, you can probably hear. So that's slightly textured, and the fact that this is just a little bit tactile, as well as being so pretty, I just love that. So you can imagine turning that in your planner, and you can feel it as well. So I definitely use this as a tip-in. Super pretty. So I'm really chuffed with those. I think that's what I was missing in the Harriet Wright. There wasn't that vellum, but I think there was more sticky sheets, so it kind of does even out. So the packaging it came in, it was in beautiful tissue. I have got a photo of it, so I'll try and pop a photo in somewhere so you can see how it was packaged. And it was kind of wrapped, and it had string around it and a wax seal, so you had to open it. So it's beautiful. And then within that there were these as well. So there's this one that's kind of got my name on it, hand lettered, which is just gorgeous. And then there's a spare one as well, which I think is really lovely, because obviously you can use that yourself. And they're like little gift tags, but they're just lovely little kind of like postcardy things, so I really love those. There was this fella, I mean, he's completely different to anything that's in the kit, but he's so fabulous. I'm not quite sure what he's censored and what he's up to. His eyes are marked out, but yeah, so I think he's being a bit of a naughty bear, but hey ho, he's super cute. And this is a beautiful vinyl sticker, so we'll definitely be finding a home for him. He's crazy cute. So then into what you get for the month. So you get again your August sticker. This again is a vinyl. Just beautiful. I love the bit of pink and the daisies, and there's a butterfly on there as well, just really pretty. Then there is a sheet. I call everything deco, don't I? But they are deco. These are all deco. Again, it's like a giant journaling kit. So these strips are just gorgeous. You can imagine using those down the side of your page. So pretty. Then you get some scripts. I'm hoping that pick it up. You can see all the different ones. I've got to admit, with this one, because my eyes are so rubbish, I did struggle to see them, but I also love that they're small as well. And there's those quotes at the bottom. So success is a series of small wins. I like that. You glow differently when you're actually happy. That's fabulous. I mean, it's so true. You are your home. Not heard that before. That's really nice. And one day at a time. And then you've got like to buy today, meetings, hobbies, lots of bits and pieces, and the dots. Now the stickers on these, I won't use this one actually. Well, yeah, actually, because you'll probably see. So again, now I'll use a deco in a minute, so I'll show you. Then there's this beautiful other vinyl sticker of this girl. Not really one for fashion girls, as I've mentioned many times. However, I do think this is really pretty. She's nice. Very pretty. Okay, so then moving into the sticker sheet. So there's this one. Again, this paper is very similar to the Harriet Wright one, but again, it's different. They're all different. You can choose. I'm sure there's a choice of 2 different papers for this kit. So this is transparent. So this is thicker, slightly more thicker than the Harriet Wright or the Sterling ink, because it's more of a clear transparent than a washi sticker, but it is still really, really thin. And I actually do really like these kind of transparent ones. These are very similar to the little bloom papery kind of the transparent matte. It's really, really nice, very similar. That's the deco, and there's a quote there again. Life is the flower for which love is the honey. That's so sweet. So it's gorgeous. And then there's this one. I love how vibrant these are as well. There just seems to be much more of a pop of colour to these. And then there's this one. I love these strips. And this, I just imagine that kind of down the middle of a page. Can you tell I'm quite excited to use these? They're just gorgeous. And these little frame ones, they're just... the dragonfly, love it. And then we've got our date dots and days. So the script on this is much better for my eyes. So you've got 4 weeks worth of days, and you've got a month's worth of so you've got a full month's worth there of, so you could, I mean, there's more than enough here to make it last, especially with how I plan, particularly in my B6. So it's that one. And then back to the, look at this. I need that cabinet in my life. It's beautiful. I'm loving these larger kind of stickers that a lot of shops are doing right now. I noticed that Crafty Planning has got some very similar kind of vibe in her newer journaling kits. So I'm going to be ordering some of those because they're just really pretty. And again, they've got a bit more of a darker aesthetic as well, which I love. But yeah, gorgeous. And last but not least, there's this one. So there's a few more girls in this one, which they're probably not ones I'm going to use, but they are really lovely. But I can, you know, easily pass those on. I have friends that will use those. So for this one, you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sheets of the decorative, a smaller one, the little functional kind of words and dots and quotes, your month's worth of days and date covers, some vinyl stickers, and then 2 sheets of the paper, so the vellum and the acetate. So for £22, that including postage, it's just, you know, blows out of the park, doesn't it, really? So this is definitely one that I would buy regularly, because there's such a mix of deco in there. The cost is phenomenal, How she does it at that for £22, I'm not quite sure, so that may go up, who knows, but I think it's been that for a while. So yeah, fabulous. So they all have their merits, they're all amazing, I love them all, I don't have any issues with any of them. In as much as repurchasing, this is one probably that I would purchase regularly, but again I'm really excited for all of these, for the like autumny kind of kits. So have you tried them? What do you think? What would be your favourite? Are there any other shops that do anything that's quite similar, particularly UK based? I think my initial feelings now, kind of moving forward after it, having this and the Harriet Wright one, is I would go for the UK shop. Sterling Ink one is fantastic, quality is there. I'd have to really love kind of like the artwork, I think, to order again, just because these are so convenient, and I would rather give my money to a UK creator, just because that's kind of what I'm about, and I want to, you know, focus on these UK shops. So it'd definitely be Harriet Wright or Kolorcafe for me. Kolorcafe at the minute just edges it, but only because of the difference in cost. Just because at the moment, obviously, we've all got to watch our pennies, so if I'm gonna buy something more regularly, obviously this for 22 for me is just way better. Not that I've got any problem with Harriet Wright, like I say, her stuff is like up there, but the quality on this is just as good, just as beautiful. So yeah, tell me what you think. Tell me if you've tried, what are your favourites, and like I say, if there's anything out there that you're aware of that's similar and you'd like me to review or have a look at, then yeah, let me know. But we'll leave it at that. Let me just put all three together so you can just see them just out there. So there we go. So we've got the Kolorcafe, we've got July's. The difference is these two are August, this one is July, so the July Sterling Ink and August for Harriet Wright. So yeah, so as I said, thanks for popping by, I hope you've enjoyed it, and I'll see you again soon. Take care.